class, crypto, stock, whatever, and then what you're looking to do, right? So if you're looking to like take a long position, maybe you're already in a long position, et cetera, et cetera. So with that, we're going to dive right in. We're going to do a quick recap of Bitcoin here. This is the daily chart. We talked about it way back here that, price is getting oversold, right? Then there's bullish divergence back here on September 11th. And then there was a reverse candle after that. Price came up, put in a higher low, and then price took off to the upside. This was a massive move, by the way. This is a massive move. Even from the last buy signal, it was a massive move. But if you go from like wick, from this pivot point to this pivot point up here, it's a 79% move. So we expect pullbacks along the way, and we expect corrections along the way. Just like, price pumped all the way up here, we expected a correction. It did, and then found support, and then took off to the upside. After a massive move like that, we're expecting pullbacks along the way. Doesn't mean it's going to have a deeper one, but as it was starting to level out, we we're calling it out on the live streams over here, that on these live streams, we're talking about, hey, it's ultra bullish on the daily chart, and it's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. It still is. It's no longer ultra bullish on the daily chart. It means it could consolidate sideways and make its next move up. So it's a buy the dip scenario, or it could turn into a deeper correction. So if you haven't seen this video over here, there's about 27 minutes one day ago, 27 minutes. I take a deeper dive on it of the two different scenarios. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go take a look over there and smash that like button over here. Smash the like button for the live stream. Smash the like button for that video. And help me, help you, help me. So let's keep going. As I was doing that video, I was dropped down to the 4-hour chart, right? There was a pending sell signal, and I already had the targets mapped out down here. I had one larger box. I said that I got too lazy to put on all 4 target boxes. Sometimes it's not even 4 target boxes, but I was too lazy to put on all 4. So I just put one bigger target box. And I was even saying on the video that it probably hit 2 or 3 out of the 4 so far. And before it even did that, price was at about 43,300 while I was recording that video. It was a pending sell signal on the 4-hour chart. And then by the end of the video, it wicked down and crushed 3 of the 4 targets to the downside. So that was fun. So if you go check out that video, you'll see the recap there I was talking about. So there's two options, right? It would be the shorter term buy the dip scenario and find support and go. And then there would be possibly scenario 2, which would be a deeper correction for the next buy the dip scenario. So what I talked about was that, no, I'm sorry that we're not going to see $100,000 Bitcoin in 2023, just like we didn't see it in 2022 or 2021. 2021 made sense because it was ultra bullish in 2021. It was peaking. It was the bull run. And so calling for $100,000 Bitcoin when it's at 60,000, 50,000, whatever, makes sense. But then we went into the bear market in 2022 and people were still calling $100,000 Bitcoin and $10,000 Bitcoin, right? And $4,000 Bitcoin. And of course, Bitcoin going to zero. So anyways, again, 2023, we're not going to see $100,000 Bitcoin. And I would be surprised, not 100,000, but 50K in December. Doc, we'll see. Possibly. I mean, it's possible. I was calling 48K. We still have a longer term target. And if you go to the video, I don't know if Doc or anyone else has seen this video that's on the live stream. Let me know if you've seen this video already. Then you already know what I'm talking about. We already have a higher target on there. We had a higher target of 48,600-ish at the bottom, right? So we had this target at the bottom. We didn't just put it on recently. So we had this fourth target. There was 4 targets, right? There's 4 targets to the upside, and we put those targets on back here. We put them on all the way back here. So at 16,800, when I was taking a leveraged long position, we had these longer term. I see all of your great videos. Awesome, Doc. So we put on these longer term targets way back here. We didn't just add them recently, right? So I know a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon for 48,000, 50,000. So obviously that gives you a reason to be cautious and stuff. But the top of the target is about 51,000 and the bottom of the target is about 48,400. So somewhere in there, I just put 48,600 ish, probably closer to 48,500. And I wouldn't be surprised if a bigger player front runs my targets, right? So we'll see. It's a longer term target. It could be hit before the halving, and it might not be hit until after the halving. And we talk about that on that video over here. So definitely go take a look at it. So not to keep rehashing the same material over and over. That's why we have that video over there, and you can always go check it out. So recap. So after the bullish divergence and reverse candle and the price pumped all the way up, it got very extended away from the trending dots on the daily chart. It's very extended away from the trending dots on the weekly chart. Doesn't mean it can't remain that way, but eventually it lets the moving averages catch up. Eventually it lets the trending dots catch up, right? So that's what we're kind of watching right now. You can see that price is getting pretty far extended away from the trending dots, even on all the way up to that wick there. It's like 30% away, right? So it was like 30% away. It was getting pretty far extended away, about 31%. So you start to get that feeling that it could, it's starting to get pretty extended, but that doesn't mean it can't remain that way, right? But eventually, even in the bull run, it comes back to test it eventually, but we don't know when, right? So took off from the trending dots, and you can see it's starting to get really extended. But I don't think we're in this time period right here. I don't think we're in this time period. So I think this is still before the halving, right? The halving was back here. I believe it's May 20th, May 2020, right? Somewhere around May 2020. So we're back around in here. We're not up in here. This is after the halving. So if we're gonna have another bull run, and it's gonna be similar to previous cycles, the main bull run doesn't happen until after the halving. So if it continues to play out similar, we're not even past the halving yet, right? That's what we're going to continue to watch. That's why I say it's not really the full bull run, because once you get past the halving, we've seen price really take off to the upside. Doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but that's what we're continuing to watch and how we're going to play it out. Even at the bottom, we're calling for a bear market rally, right? A bear market rally, you could say that was the bottom, right? And that was the start of the bull run. But to me, that's a bear market rally. And then after the halving, the real bull run begins. And of course, once price breaks above 48,000, what I talked about in the video, and then of course, once it breaks back above all-time highs, you could see some sharp moves to the upside, possibly, right? Every time it's going to be different. But we're going to continue to snipe in the markets the best we can every step of the way. So fast forward to the daily chart here in real time. After the bullish divergence and reverse candle, we have bearish divergence. And we've been talking about this. We had bearish divergence and a reverse candle, and we were looking for possible pullbacks, but there was no lower high put in. We talked about, could this be a lower high? We talked about this on all the live streams, right? Every single day. We talked about it, that we went live. Is this a lower high? No. Is this a lower high? No, not confirmed. And then it was starting to build momentum. And then it was getting wicky above this candle close. And then we got that candle close. And we talked about it in real time. It was on a Friday. It was pushing up already. And then it said most likely it's going to close back above the 2023 high over here at 37,900. And it did. And then it took off further upside. So now we still have bearish divergence, right? And there could be additional bearish divergence. What I always talk about is price and can remain diverged with relative strength index, RSI, for much longer than what people think. So, and price can remain overbought for much longer than what people think. But as of right now, we have a shorter term correction that's already hit 3 out of the 4 targets. So we'll find out if it finds support and bounces. If you're adamant like Doc to come up and hit this target, 100% guarantee, like Doc says, right? Then you would be saying that it's going to find support at these lower targets, push up higher after that. So we covered all that in that video. And so if we do drop back down to the lower time frame like we were at before, then you can see that we had that sell signal on the 4-hour chart, and price is still below the trending dots, and price is still trending downwards. So it's not confirmed that we found support at the third target. It's possible it comes back down to the fourth target. It is trending downward as of right now. Let's take a look at the 8-hour chart. 8-hour chart also had a sell signal, right? Three of the 4 targets to the downside, still trending downward. And as we continue to move our way up, right? 12-hour chart had a sell signal, kind of battling it, kind of letting the trending dots catch up. That was a big, fast move down, right? And then, of course, you move to the daily chart. There's no sell signal yet, but that was a big daily candle close below the trending dots. So that's something to pay attention to. And then you had another, if this candle were to close like this, that's another bearish candle, right? Because that would be a big wick. Big wick came all the way up to 42,130-ish, right? And then it'd be pushing back down. And then probably get possibly a pending sell signal in the near future. We got a pending MACD bearish crossover on the daily chart as well. So is it going to follow the shorter term targets and also have a sell signal? If so, if we do get that sell signal and it continues to trend down, then scenario 2 is going to be coming into play more and more and more. But there's no lower high yet. There's no sell signal yet. So it's kind of a wait and see. It's possible. And then that's why we put on that big red arrow down below the shorter term targets, right? So this bigger target doesn't come into play until we start to see some more signs, and of course breaking down from the shorter term target here. So you start getting daily closes back below 39,500. Of course, it starts with 4-hour chart, 8-hour chart, 12-hour chart, and then starts to move its way up to the daily chart. But it is bearish on those lower time frames. And if it doesn't find support there, then big red arrow down. And then there's a confluence reasons of why price will come back down here, right around the 34,000, 33,000, 32,000, stuff like that. We got bearish divergence going all the way back to 34,500. So if we lose this and if it doesn't find support, bounce and come up and hit this target, then we jump right to scenario 2. We've already laid out both scenarios, so we're going to rock and roll from there. Let me know in the comments if you have any follow-up questions. Rick's Moneymaker Helton. Good morning, Jesse and Market Snipers. Welcome back, Rick Moneymaker Helton. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I did get a haircut. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wes Diddy. Good morning, Snipers. Let's win. Yep. Serpe. Good morning, all. What a 48 hours. Yep, Serpe. Welcome. Curtis Hawkins. Sup. What's up, Curtis? Ayan Awori. What's up? Hopefully I said that correctly. If I don't pronounce someone's name correctly, I apologize in advance. That's why we always had Aldo misspelling my name on purpose to make me feel better a little bit about myself. Let's keep going. Ollie, hi from Turkey. Hi Ollie. Doc is very certain, so maybe we should short the market. Maybe we should short Bitcoin. If Doc is so certain of 50,000 December, maybe we should be shorting it. Just kidding. I was calling 840. Yeah, I mean it's still possible. This is a longer term target that we had from the bottom, right? From that $16,000 area. We had these longer term targets mapped out back then. We may or may not hit that. We've hit 3 of the 4 targets to the upside, and we got close. If you see the wick here, just under $45,000, got within 8%, right? So it got within 8%. It's possible to find support, bounces, comes up and hits that target. But as of right now, it may not happen until after the halving, because if it doesn't find support and this bearish divergence gets cleared out, price is going to be back down here. And then it's not going to build up more momentum, I don't think, until probably like February, right? So then it would be after the halving that it comes up and hits 48,600. So we'll see if the bearish divergence gets cleared. Price will be hitting this target here. It's too early to say. It is trending downward as of right now, so we'll continue to watch it over there. First time without the cap. OMG. No, not really. I jump back and forth without the hat, the cap. So yeah, no, not the first time. Usually I wear a hat though. I always I always do my hair. Uh, if I can't do my hair in 10 seconds, I don't want to do it, right? So I do my hair for like 10 seconds and then I put a hat on. It doesn't make any sense, but I always do my hair for like 10 seconds. I did my hair again today, and then I didn't put a hat on today. So I see all of your great videos. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Are you also liking all the videos? And oh, by the way, someone on that video, there was 2 dislikes. So, can't make everyone happy, right? Alejandro, good morning. Welcome back, Alejandro. To be honest, it's because of the airdrops. We was meant to have a correction to 10 at least, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. But can happen mid-January, right? 48,000. Oh, if it doesn't hit it soon and it's trending downward, then this target is going to come into play and get hit before this target. So that's what I'm personally saying because of the bearish divergence. So because of the bearish divergence, it's either going to make additional bearish divergence possibly, or it's going to get cleared out first and then come out, build up momentum. And we put out previous videos. We talked about this back here, right? We talked about it back here that we would expect another dip. We even talked about it back here, another dip, January, February, another buy the dip opportunity before the halving, right? So it could be bigger than just this retracement. If you look at it from here, from this wick down to here, it's about 22%. If it comes all the way down here, it's closer to 30%. And of course, I think less likely, possible, comes all the way back down to the 200-week moving average. That'd be about 34% dip. Very common in the Bitcoin bull run. So even when we get in the full bull run, even before the halving and then coming out of the halving and then getting back above, we still expect 20, 30% corrections. And we've even seen 40% corrections before in the past. But that was when Bitcoin wasn't so established. But anything can happen. Even like March 2020, there was a 65% crash on Bitcoin. So we'll expect it all and be prepared as the best we can. So, but there's always one more push. That might have been the push, right? Caesar, good afternoon. Welcome back. Emilio, good morning. Sep, her. Hey, everyone. What's up, Sep, her? Welcome back. Richard T. Hey, Jesse, thoughts on SPX and maybe Baba? Richard T. Thoughts on SPX and maybe, yeah, we can take a look at it. We'll circle back. 12,000 Bitcoin incoming. David Fletcher. Probably not. I wouldn't say that, right? There's nothing to say that that's going to happen right now, right? So $12,000 Bitcoin possibly back here in November, right? That was for sure on the table back here when it was still bearish, back here as well. And then it was putting in bullish divergence, right? Then we're looking for a trend change after the bullish divergence in November started to move back up. It became less likely that 12,000 was on the table, and then we took a long position, right? So if it plays out like similar cycles, David, then I'm going to say no, right? So if it plays out like similar cycles, the bottom is in, and we'll see, right? There's a good it's always possible. I just think it's less likely. Just like I think hitting $100,000 in 2023, like many influencers have been calling all year, and same with the end of 2022. Not to mention any names, but I did a gentleman's bet with him, and he was dead wrong. And he thought Bitcoin was going to pump to 135,000, or I don't know if he thought that or not, but he posted that Bitcoin was going to hit $135,000 from October 2022 to November till the end of the December 2022. And I was like, No, no. So and it didn't, right? And it didn't. So we sometimes we engage with that and play with the influencers a little bit, but I don't think so. We got to get through these shorter term targets first, right? These shorter term targets. If it doesn't find support, come back up and hit this target, then we're going to look for this target here. And we wouldn't have to worry about, and if it is possible, we wouldn't have to worry about $12,000 until we hit 30,000. Then if you start losing 30, this target box here, and you start losing the 200-week moving average again at 29,000, then 12,000 will be on the table. But just to say $12,000, I don't know if you're just watching. Maybe you're just commenting that $12,000 Bitcoin, similar to like the 100,000. Let's get it, Sniper Gang. G Rod, welcome back. 28 watching with 14 likes. Come on, everyone, smash those likes. Yes, smash those likes. Smash the subscribe button. Smash it. Let's help me, help you, help me. Smash it. Thanks, Rick's Moneymakers Helton. I appreciate that. What is your opinion on Kusama? Is that what asset is that? Do you want me to chart something? Let me know what the ticker symbol, all that. Babster Loafman, Jesse brushes off nonsense too easily. That's how you know he has tunnel vision on prosperity. That's all we can do. We gotta become professional noise blockers, right? We have to become professional noise blockers. And since we use real money, we have to. I'm not saying the influencers don't use real money, but they're not making a lot. There's no way. They're making a lot off of you signing up for their affiliate links, right? Their affiliate links for you to, get in and use their affiliate link to use their trading platform, right? I don't have any affiliate links, but yeah, they make a ton of money every single day in my DMs. No joke. I get offered 50% commission fees, and I've seen as high as 70% commission fees. That if I give you an affiliate link to sign up with XYZ crypto exchange, for every fee that you like, for example, if you do a $10 fee or a $5 fee to trade, I would get 50% of every single fee you ever did. I would be killing it right now, but I choose not to do that. Not because I don't like money, but you only have one name, you only have one reputation, and I don't want people to. I don't want to benefit off of people to jump in off of something just for my own personal gain. I know it probably sounds silly to a lot of people, but that's the way I am. The only thing I promote is my own beliefs, of the indicators, my own beliefs of our community, our sniper community, our beliefs of our bot alert systems, our beliefs of the dashboard that's slowly coming along, that's in beta testing, right? Our beliefs that we can sniper the markets together, even though none of this is financial advice, even though this is for educational purposes only, and even though this is hopefully for a little bit of entertainment purposes only. My own beliefs that we can control our own destiny by studying the charts, obsessing over the charts, blocking out the noise. And there is a lot of noise out there. Trust me, there is a lot of noise. Babster, 10 to 12,000 people are delusional. Time to grow up, folks. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that, Babster. I would say not delusional. I would just say possibly misinformed or not really blocking up the noise. And it is possible, right? It is possible. It's possible Bitcoin goes to $100,000 yesterday. It's possible Bitcoin went to $12,000 yesterday, right? But we're here to stack the probabilities. So stacking the probabilities, could it go to $100,000 tomorrow? It's possible, but it's not probable, right? So we're stacking probabilities. Could it go to $12,000 tomorrow? Yes, it's possible, but it's not probable. So we're stacking the probabilities, and that's all we can do. So I wouldn't say delusional. I'm not against people saying it. I just think it's not probable, right? That's my own personal thoughts. And yeah, I might crack jokes from the influencers who've got a lot of followers from time to time. but it is always a possibility, right? But also, sorry, and I'm not worried about missing the move because we watch the weekly chart, watch the daily chart, the 4 hour chart. We watch it all. I'm in long and AVAX, 800%. Do you think I should come out? Appreciating. I don't give financial advice, Ion. Awesome that you're up 800%. Congratulations. We can take a look at AVAX. Um, but I'm not going to give any financial advice. So you got to make your own decisions. Because Kusama is a crypto symbol case. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Is it currently top 10 in crypto in dev development activity for the previous 30 days? So wondering if it was working into. Sure, yeah. So it's good to get your leads, right? Find your leads. By the way, Bitcoin's breaking down live, right? Bitcoin is breaking down live on the daily chart. Let's look at the 12-hour chart. Another pending sell signal on the 12-hour chart. So if it doesn't find support at this fourth target, then we're going to be looking at hitting it down here, right? I'm not in a short position. I shorted in the bear market a lot. I shorted the bounces, specifically mostly Ethereum, right? But in the bull run, I don't like to short as much, especially with leverages, whether that's futures or whatever. I'd rather buy the dip. So, but it doesn't mean I don't take profits, right? But pending sell signal on the 12-hour chart. Again, the 4-hour chart never even had a buy signal. It's just still bearish as of right now. So you're kind of watching right now. Doesn't mean it can't find support here. I'm just making you aware of it. But yeah, we can take a look at it, David. We got a bunch of other charts to get through as well. So I'll circle back with you on that one. But yeah, it's good to find your leads, right? There's many ways to find leads. We have many snipers in the Discord that they find an asset and they want me to chart it. I'm like, ooh, that one's never been on my radar before. And I love to chart new things, right? Sometimes I get complacent and chart the same things over and over again. And so it's kind of cool to like find new leads that you guys and gals find. And however you find your leads, that's awesome. And then we'll chart it, right? So if you've got noise out there, you've got fundamentals out there, you've got news out there, you've got developer data out there. That's pretty cool. Then we'll chart it. We'll find out if it's ready for entries and exits, right? That's Bapster. Apple look decent right now for a move up. Okay, we can take a look at it. Good character for not selling affiliate links. Yep. I mean, I probably make a lot more, Doc, but then, if it's just all about the money, right? If it's just all about the money, I make my own money. So I make my own money first and foremost. And then this is still a hobby, right? Oh, by the way, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it. I became, I think I already mentioned this, but I became eligible to earn on YouTube. So I made the last video, I made $1. I think it was $1.13 or something. I can't remember exactly. I made $1.13 for doing a 27-minute video and doing our 68th consecutive live stream. I finally got monetized, but this is not a business that you're going to make money off of. Maybe YouTube, you would make money off of it like 3 years from now. But I invested in this live streaming equipment. So I'll be $2,000 in the hole for, at least probably a couple of years if we continue to do this. So we'll see. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy, but I'm committed to it right now. I put it off for like a year because I wasn't committed to it. I was committed to building out indicators and dashboards and all that stuff, which we're going to continue to do, continue to make small improvements as we go along. But I did commit to this back in September, so I'm gonna see where it goes. We'll keep doing it. I am monetized and I made $1 or something off of the last video for 27 minutes of recording. I don't edit any of my live streams. I don't edit any of my videos whatsoever. It's just talking about what we see in the charts, and we'll keep it real and authentic, whether you agree or not. RB just joined. Awesome. What did you just join on today? What did you go $29 or $79, or are you talking about the YouTube? Let me know. Also, we have a free newsletter. I'm going to be diving into the newsletter more and more. We do send out a free newsletter It is on my radar for 2024 to keep that newsletter free. And I'm going to try to do more with the newsletter. So I'm going to try to bring even more value to the free newsletter for 2024. It's a lot, right? I had to get in this groove of the live streaming first, make sure I could handle it. And now that I've gotten in a decent rhythm on what it involves energy wise, and that I can still make my trades and stuff. And because that's first and foremost, right? I can't let anything disrupt my trades. That's number one. And then number two, obviously I got to give value to the Discord, right? That's number two. And then, of course, YouTube, Twitter, and then the free newsletter. So it's all on my radar for 2024, and we'll continue to keep going. We'll take little bites. Reiki, what up, Reiki? Welcome. Curtis, we appreciate you a ton, Jesse. Started following you since learning about you, Jordan streams. Ooh, that was a long time ago. Couple years now. Awesome, Curtis. Welcome. Best live stream on YouTube, 631 Skim. Thank you. Longtime Market Sniper, I believe, but you've changed your name to 631 Skim. So I think it's John, right? John. I think you're a longtime Market Sniper. It's hard to remember all the names between Twitter, YouTube, the emails, and the Discord names, right? They're all different, right? But I believe 631 Skim. I think you've been a longtime sniper in the Discord since day one, and a Twitter supporter for a long time. Alejandro, I joined $20. I need more time to review the Discord. So happy to be a new sniper. Awesome. And deeper dives are the $79, right? It is more money, but you also get bot alerts and a private discussion channel, all that stuff. But $20 is great. Hey, Jesse, does your billing for Discord come out on the 1st or no, it just comes out on the day that you sign up. So if you need it to be on the 1st or the 12th or really want it to be the 1st or 12th, then you probably want to wait for that 1st or the 12th. So the day you sign up, it just reoccurs 30 days later. And then if I don't have like any high tech ability to like go in and change it yourself yet. I've beta tested it, but I'm not secure with the security of it yet. So I'm not going to roll it out. So you just have to email me and I'll personally cancel your subscription. Just make sure to email me or direct message me or whatever. But email is the best because then I can find your billing email very quickly. And I usually get that done within 24 to 48 hours. I'll cancel you. I won't hold your subscription hostage because I hate nothing more than when I want to get out of a subscription. And this is why we don't have a yearly subscription option, right? We don't have a yearly subscription because for whatever happens, if you want to stop investing or trading or whatever, Bitcoin breaking down in real time, right? While we're live streaming, down 1%. If you want to get out of your yearly subscription, I don't want to hold you hostage, right? So I don't have a yearly subscription. It's month to month. You can cancel anytime. And if you want out, cool. I don't want to hold your subscription hostage. I hate it. I tried to cancel subscriptions again the other day that I haven't used in like 2 years. And they make it so difficult to get out. I hate it. So I won't hold your subscription hostage. If you ever want to get out, just let me know. You can just call me Dice Girl. Yep. Awesome. Correct. Oh, I got it right. That's what I thought. 631 Skim, big skim border over there on the East Coast. Also into pizza. I know my people. Also into pizza, working out over there, pizza and skimboarding, right? All right, let's keep going. We're 34 minutes in. We got a lot more charts to cover, so we're gonna go and then we'll circle back to the requests. So smash the like button. Bitcoin dominance kind of flat today. Remember, it hit this target to the downside. These are longer term targets. Is it going to find support right at that target, 53%, possibly, right? Ethereum breaking down. This is a lower time frame. Let me jump off. Remember, there's a sell signal breaking down. There's an upward trend line from here. Let me see if I can. This is based off the weekly chart. Still possible, but yeah, breaking down once, breaking down twice, pumped back up. Bearish divergence, right, on Ethereum, and it's breaking down. So had a candle close below the trading dots as well, breaking down from the upward trend line. Seems like that might be it. Seems like there's going to be a correction for the next possible buy the dip scenario. Ethereum down 2.5% today. Chainlink already had a sell signal on the daily chart. Chainlink, we were bullish on way back on the get-go, back here, buy signal, another buy signal breakout back here under $6. Did a video on it 2 months ago, right? More than 2 months ago on this breakout. What a move that was. Don't forget to take profits along the way, not financial advice. Came all the way up here, 158%, found support, bounced again. 170% bearish divergence, sell signal after bearish divergence, right? The correction is on for Chainlink, right? So correction before the next halving, all the way possibly through January, February. Maybe it's already happening. Maybe Chainlink's leading the way. Maybe Bitcoin and Ethereum will have sell signals next, right? Solana, bearish divergence on Solana as well. We've been covering it. Bearish divergence, bearish divergence, bearish divergence, and no. All right. So no sell signal yet, but it is trending back down in Solana. And then Cardano pushed all the way up to 65 cents roughly. What a massive move that was from 25 cents, right? No bearish divergence on Cardano. Let's keep going. Matic, that was bearish divergence as well. So you got bearish divergence. You got bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. There's also a reverse candle. Has not closed below the trailing dots. So that looks a little bit different as of right now. For Matic, is it just a matter of time? Came all the way back up to 90 cents, pushing back down. Near pushed all the way up to $2.60. What a move that was from $1.05. From $1.05, we're calling that out. I was in at $1.05 personally, 150%, right? Bearish divergence going all the way back to $1.50 on near. We got some more comments here. Let's take a look. Could you look at Atom, please? Sure. We'll circle back, or gold. Let me know which one, gold or Atom. Gold or Atom. Gold or Atom. Did you check near yet? Oh, getting there. Getting there. Easy. Easy. No, we still have a lot of charts to get through. So this is near. You do have bearish divergence on near. $1.50. It started the divergence, right? Came all the way, pumped all the way back up here. Remember, it can remain diverged. It did. And it was incredible. Remained bullish. It's still currently bullish on the daily chart, but there are signs, right? Other things, right? Gold, you got it, Reiki, you got it, aka Dicer Girl. So bearish divergence, but it hasn't closed below the trailing dots. There's probably an upward trend line if you draw it out. So it hasn't closed below it. It's still bullish on the daily chart as of right now, but there is bearish divergence. Bearish divergence on DOT going back to $5.70. Still in an uptrend, still above the trending dots, still bullish. So take that for what it is. But there is bearish divergence, and you're seeing, some breakdowns on Bitcoin as of right now, below the trending dots. Ethereum below the trending dots, below this trend line. Ethereum's coming in for a correction right now. Looks like it. What else? Mana. There was bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. Wicked below the trending dots, has not closed below. But if you get it closed below it, then possibly a sell signal after that. There was a RSI pending sell signal. You've got MACDs that could be possibly having a bearish crossover on MACD, possibly. Sand, you've got bearish divergence there on Sand going back to 44 cents, right? Still an uptrend, still above the trending dots, stuff like that. Bitfarm was ultra bullish, right? Still is ultra bullish, kind of letting the trending dots catch up as of right now. No bearish divergence on Bitfarm. Hut still getting crushed on Hut after hitting target one. Sell signal, right? Still getting crushed. Took out this pivot low here at $8.51, right? Took that out. Probably stopped out a lot of folk. Had another, took out this pivot here at 873. Hut is had that sell signal after hitting target one, and is still trending down on Hut. Hive had had bearish, no, No, I wouldn't. That's not bearish divergence. No. So it was getting overbought, just missed target two, and then in real time, it was starting to, uh, it was breaking down pretty heavily, right? It was a big move down. It was, I think, it was 20%, right? So I think it was 20% from this wick all the way down, 17% roughly, and it was a pending reverse candle. It was a pending sell signal, and it was getting overbought here. So and then it closed back below the trading dots. But there was a small gap here at 350. And so is it going to put in a higher low, find support, and then make another move? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. That was a big move up. It was quick and fast and dirty. CLSK. It was getting overbought all the way back here from November 24th, regained the 200-week moving average, getting overbought all the way to $10.30. What a move that was from back here, $3.80, all the way up to there, 170%, right? At what point do you take profits? At what point do you get out of your position? That's up to you. You have to decide. No longer ultra bullish on the daily chart, no longer ultra bullish on the weekly chart as of right now. You got trending dots all the way back here at $5. It's possible it comes back, retraces, puts in a higher low, builds up momentum for the next move up. That was a sharp, quick move up. These are like wild animals, right? It's like catching lightning in a bottle. They're higher risk, higher reward. So if you get in late, it can reverse on you very quickly. So picking the entries is very important. That way you can try to capture as much of the move as possible. Marathon Digital, look how far away it's getting from the trending dots, right? The trending dots getting pretty far away on the weekly chart and the moving average, et cetera, right? So you got these longer term targets that has not hit yet. Maybe it builds up some more momentum, puts in another higher low, and then moves on the upper side right. Probably going to look very similar. We're moving fast now because we spend a lot of time ranting and talking, and we'll circle back. We will circle back. Ollie, ITC, let me know more information, Ollie. We're trying to get more information. If everyone could put in more information like David Fletcher, that would be awesome. Look how much information David Fletcher puts in. This helps me on the live streams, right? We're doing this live. There's no editing involved. We're doing this live. Kusama is a crypto. Symbol is KSM. It's currently up top 10. This is what I appreciate. Thank you for helping me, help you, help me, right? So we'll circle back. I don't give advice, Mike. I don't give advice, right? We're not here to give advice. Is bearish on the weekly chart, and the daily chart is bearish, right? The sell signal yesterday at $8.85. There's a sell signal back here at $10, and then came back below the trending dots. You have to know when what your strategy and your plan is before you get in, right? And where you're wrong. You have to also know where you're getting wrong. Was it going to find support here, pump back up, and then push right back down? So you have to make your own decisions, right? You have to decide what your plan of attack is before you get into taking a position. You have to know what the plan is before you get in, right? Know when you're getting out, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, right? So that's what you're kind of watching. If you're getting in back here, right, and then it pumps back up, hit target, and starts to reverse back down, right? At what point do you decide to get out, right? You have to just decide what your plan is. There's no guarantee that it finds support. Took out this low here. It's also possible it could reverse right back around and turn back up to the upside. But that's guessing as of right now, right? That's guessing. Is bearish on the daily chart, bearish on the weekly chart, right? You have this low all the way down here at $4, right? So, but if you look on this longer term upward trend line on this RSI, it's possible to find support on the weekly chart. But if you start getting closes back below, you can see a much lower prices right there. So depends on what your time frame is, Mike. Depends on a lot of different factors. Depends on when you got in, and depends on what your overall what was your overall plan before, right? What was your overall plan before? So but I don't give advice on it. So, but I can tell you what if the charts are looking bearish or bullish. Could you chart Naka, Jesse? Sure. So we do have a lot of requests. So we'll have to circle back around. We have to keep going. Want to take a look at a couple more. Nasdaq continues to be bullish on the weekly chart, right? Still bullish on the weekly chart, above the trending dots. Only hit one shorter term target to the downside, right? That was a little bit ago. Those targets were to the downside based off the 4-hour chart. Remember, we were covering this on the live streams. You had bearish. Mike, you got it. You got it. So that upward trend line, if you're in the Discord and you took the recorded coaching, you would know my thoughts about that more so. We took deeper dives on it, right? So you would know my exact thoughts on it. So when I show that, we talk about it in detail. 60 plus hours of recorded coaching over there. But you got it, Mike. But I can't give financial advice, right? Nor do I want to, right? If I just wanted the copy trading services, that involves other legalities, other licenses, and of course, I would charge a hell of a lot more, right? I would charge a heck of a lot more, right? So there was bearish divergence. A reverse candle came down, hit shorter term target 1, found support, had a reverse candle, higher low, boom, took off to the upside. Still ultra bullish on the 4-hour chart for the Nasdaq, making 2023 highs as of right now. If you look on the daily chart, and it's challenging all-time highs right now, right? So the daily chart is challenging all-time highs on the Nasdaq as of right now. If you look on the weekly chart, and we can see it a little bit better. Challenge all-time highs. It's been 2 years since it's challenged all-time highs, broke all the way down, hit longer-term target 2, went below the 200-week moving average, had a reverse candle, and never looked back. Came all the way back down, hit target 1 to the downside, found support, reversed right back around on the weekly chart, and is still bullish on the weekly chart. Don't fight the trend. We got out of our short position on October 26th. In hindsight, that was a good idea, right? We shorted it from October 12th down to October 26th. This second target to the downside was front ran, and there was some profit taking, and then boom, I was out of my short position. We covered it on the live stream. It's not that I'm just saying this in hindsight. We covered it on the live stream, October 26th. We covered that short from October 12th on the live stream. I did not take a leverage long to the upside, and in hindsight, I wish I did, right? In hindsight, I wish I did. I just didn't take a position there, and I haven't been shorting it. So from that, we talked about it. We covered it. And it's still ultra bullish on the daily chart, right? Still bullish on the weekly chart, ultra bullish on the daily chart. So we'll continue to watch it. Let's flip over to Magnificent 7 real quick. Just take a glance. Kind of flat. NVIDIA, 0.5%, right? Still below the trending dots. Did hit 3 targets to the downside. And then is it finding support here at this third target? Will it regain the trending dots and then have that buy signal flip up to the upside? It's possible. But remember, we still have that 20% gap lurking down at 306, right? If it doesn't find support at this target or this target here, then we'll expect lower prices in NVIDIA. 0.5% today, not much is happening. Looking similar on Meta. We'll see how the day closes today. We'll jump back on the live stream again tomorrow. Amazon battling the tops. There were some divergences, right? Still battling. Microsoft still below the trending dots. It's hit target 1 so far to the downside. Is that it? Is it going to find support similar to the NASDAQ and go higher? It's possible. Tesla breaking down. We talked about this on the previous stream yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before, right? Don't tell Tesla John. Don't tell Tesla John. We had bearish divergence. We talked about it on the live stream. I think we missed Tesla John yesterday on the live stream, and we talked about it in real time. There is bearish divergence, right? There was bearish divergence here. And from that bearish divergence on Tesla, then we were talking about, is this going to be putting in a lower high? There's 2 thoughts, right? It'll either break out to the upside or it's going to break out to the downside, right? And as of right now, After bearish divergence, it's starting to look like a lower high here, where we circled that yesterday before the breakdown. We circled it yesterday. We talked about it on Friday. Is this going to be putting a possible lower high? And then yesterday, it was starting to look more and more like a lower high. And then lo and behold, it's breaking down from this upward trend line with a pending sell signal. So bearish divergence followed by a lower high, right? Possibly not confirmed yet, not confirmed. Pending sell. That would just tell me that the probabilities are stacked, that Tesla prices are going down, right? Possible puts in a higher low from here, flips right back around, but I think it's less likely. We would be getting another close below the trending dots, close below this trend line. We had that mapped out, right? We have that mapped out. It was coiling, 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 and now it's possibility that it breaks down. Same thing that we talked about back here. It was coiling, coiling, and then it broke all the way down, hit all the way down, and then we talked about it. So is it going to put in a higher low, right? That's what we're kind of watching for right now. Is it going to put in a higher low? From this low down here, we're talking about is getting oversold. We talked about the breakdown back here. Tesla John remembers it. Tesla John was back here as well and was upset with himself. I remember it. I know all of you remember it that's been watching the live streams for our 68th consecutive live stream. Tesla John was upset that he missed the bounce, right? He missed the bounce here and or missed the bounce here. I said not to worry, right? And then prices crashed down, right? So again, is this looking similar, right? Coiling, and then breakdown. Coiling is either going to break out to the upside or break back down, put in a possible higher low. We'll find out. We'll see if it closes this mini gap down here. It was partially filled to the gap down here. Not that important. Replay crew yesterday. Tesla John, awesome. Awesome, Tesla John. Tesla John remembers that he missed this little buy the dip over here. Not to worry, came all the way back down. And then he talked about buying the dip back down there again. And so it's a pending sell signal in Tesla. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Also, Tesla John. Replay crew, we need you. Apple still bullish above the trending dots as of right now. There was bearish divergence, though. There was bearish divergence. So there are some warning signs that I could possibly go down lower. Remember, there was a second MACD bearish crossover. Obviously, that's not enough to trade off of, but we still like to look at it from time to time. MACD second bearish crossover. You got bearish divergence, right? So we'll continue to watch. Apple, it did break down from that upward trend line from there. Will come back to back test it? Possibly. And then continue downward from there. Google down almost 1%. So Google put in that lower high, put in that lower low before that. And then is this going to be another lower high, right? I think it's about right there. So if we turn that off, right? Would that be another lower high, right? And then we'll see. Well, it's too early to say as of right now. But Google had another pending sell signal. And we put this arrow here, whether it breaks out there, could have been a fake out. It looks like it was. Whether it finds support down here and breaks out there, it could be the next possible buy the dip. If not, then we're looking at a breakdown of further prices to the downside. If this fourth target ends up getting hit and doesn't find support, then we're looking at possible lower prices from there. So that's what we'll continue to watch on Google from there. Let's circle back. Let me know if you have any other questions. What else are we looking at? Are we smashing the likes? Are we smashing the subscribe button? We got a lot of people watching today compared to like on a Friday. Fridays are usually pretty light, but we still do it on a Friday, right? All right, let's keep going. Let's circle back. Let's take a quick look at what else? I want to take a look at some of the other ones. Oh, someone wanted to look at BABA, and so we'll take a look at BABA. What else are we looking at here? Let's just kind of scroll through here. What else? Well, if anything else catches our eye as we go through, but let's go through and kind of take a look at it. We're already at 55 minutes. We want to try to keep this to an hour. So we're probably going to just do some of these requests a little bit faster. Richard T, SPX. So, I mean, we could do SPX, but let's take a look at SP 500 futures, right? So this is SP 500 futures. SPX is the ETF. Uh, let's just do that. Let's just do it, right? So let's just do it. Let's pop over there at SPX. It's going to be the SP 500, right? Let's take a look at it. So it's still ultra bullish on the daily chart as of right now. So if you're already in a trade, you're probably trying to push it, right? And if you're looking back to 2023 highs, again, it's 2023 highs already, but lower than all-time highs, right? So all-time highs are back in December 2021. What else? Still ultra bullish. Could put in possible bearish divergence. Too early to say. But if you're in SPX long position, you're probably trying to push it. Like I said, weekly chart is still bullish as well. So daily chart is ultra bullish. The weekly chart, you had that reverse candle back here. We talked about it on the live streams in real time on the SP 500 futures. And the weekly chart is still bullish. So that's all we have on SPX. Not much really to report there. Bullish and ultra bullish there. What else are we looking at today? David Fletcher. All right, we'll take a look at it. Crypto. I don't know if I've traded this one. KSM. Let's take a look at it. We'll just choose Binance Exchange unless you specify an exchange as well. So the weekly chart was bullish, right? Kind of look out here. Let's just do a quick recap. All-time high was May 2021, very similar to like the first peak of Bitcoin, and then a lower high instead of a higher high. So November 2021 was a lower high, signaling that the bear market was in. And then from there, it was down from $624. Wow, that was a big, massive move down, right? Came all the way down, call it 97% off, right? So 97% off. And then fast forward to the weekly chart in real time, you're looking at most likely this is bullish divergence. It was, right? So bullish divergence signaling a longer term trend change. And then you've got a buy signal here on the weekly chart at $26, pending reverse candle, but it is still bullish, still above the trading dots. So you have to decide what your overall plan is. Is it a long term buy and hold? Are you basing off of, let's see, so wondering if it's worth looking into. So you had long-term bullish divergence on the weekly chart. Then you had a buy signal on the weekly chart at $26. It's still currently bullish on the weekly chart. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart, had a nice move back here, right? $18, there was a buy signal, and then another buy the dip scenario. It just looks like several other crypto assets where you had a peak here on RSI, then you had a lower peak here, so bearish divergence. So if you like this coin overall, it's possible that you might be able to get lower prices. $27. You got some bearish divergence going back there. Still bullish right now. It looks like it's correcting back to the trending dots as of right now. There is bearish divergence, so could see a correction if you kind of look back here. The daily chart. Will it find support? Possibly, and bounce again. It's still bullish on the daily chart, but it looks like it's kind of correcting down. And again, you got bearish divergence, but the weekly chart is bullish, so it could be one of those buy the dip scenarios on KSM. So wait, if you've got that sniper patience, David, then you might be able to look for that next buy the dip scenario, wherever that is, right? Maybe it even corrects further. Maybe it bounces, puts in a lower high, and then comes back down, right? So it's too early to say. Had an amazing run back here. If you got in back here, all the way up to there, 90% move, right? So just be aware there is bearish divergence, even though the daily chart and the weekly chart are still currently bullish as of right now. Apple looks decent right now for a move up. Does it? Let's see. Let's go back. I know we briefly covered it. It's not a buy here for me. even if it does move up after, it's not a buy for me. Why? Because there's bearish divergence, and the move was back here, right? The move was back in here for me on Apple. Like if I'm my thought process is completely different, right? I would rather buy down here and then sell up into here. I'm not buying up here. That's not a buy for me, right? So I just think a little bit different as a swing trader. Again, the breakout was back here, right? If you even look at it from back here, the breakout was back here, starting to break out, starting to gain momentum on the daily chart, and then a big push up on this candle, close back above the trailing dots, and then buy signals after that, right? That's where I'm looking to get in for long positions. I'm not looking to get into long positions up here. So that's, you're probably seeing a lot of, that's what happens is a lot of noise. This is where investors and traders talk a lot of crap on retail, right? I'd rather get in down here and then sell into bearish divergence, right? So when there's bearish divergence and the candles are getting overbought on Apple on the daily chart, yes, the weekly chart is still bullish. And yes, the daily chart is still bullish. But as a swing trader, I'd rather buy these dips down here and then sell into them, right? Because eventually I'm going to expect a retracement, and eventually I'm going to expect, price come back down, whether it's coming back up like this, comes back down, puts in a higher low if you're bullish on Apple, and comes out. And then I'd be wanting to buy that dip again, right? I want to buy these dips. I want to buy these dips. I don't want to buy up here, right? So that's my own personal thought. You got to do your own thing, right? Just joined. Awesome. RB, awesome. Can we look at Rivian? Caesar, you got it. You got it. Arnold loves Rivian. There's some folks in the Discord that love Rivian. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at Rivian. Let's go to all Rivian. I know I have it on the watch list already because everyone likes, not everyone, but a lot of folks like Rivian. So hit target one. Let's break out down here, right? Again, this is why I like to buy down here, because if you're getting into hitting targets, you can take profits. If you're getting up here and then it reverses back down, you're immediately holding a position underwater. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather get in down here, and then as it's getting ultra bullish and forming a rising wedge that I pointed out in the Discord, right? A rising wedge. There's probably bearish divergence, right? Yep. Bearish divergence, rising wedge, overbought conditions, right? I'm getting out, right? I'm taking profits, right? A lot of people are getting ultra bullish over here, right? It's overbought. There's a rising wedge. There's bearish divergence. Amazing opportunity down here, right? I didn't take this trade. I didn't personally take this trade. But I was talking about all of this back here. Then there's a correction, right? And then looks like a lower high over here. And then another correction, another consolidation. Then taking a possible trade here. Then looking for a possible higher low down here. And then maybe find support, comes up and hits other targets, right? So let's clear all that. That's a lot, right? Let's clear all that and then remove 26 drawings. So this is what we're kind of watching now, right? You got this longer term. Maybe it's like that. Hold on. Yeah. So you got this like longer term downward trend line like that. So kind of watching like that. And so we even talked about this down at the bottom, I believe, in the Discord, where is this going to be a higher low, higher lows, and could continue to consolidate, pump up, come back down, put in a higher low. But a real longer term possible breakout would be above there, right? So you've got probably bullish divergence here, and then you got a higher low, possible higher low, possible higher low, continues to consolidate, whatever it looks like on the and then that would be a bigger, longer term consolidation. That is a lot of consolidation from July all the way to like January. That'd be massive. That'd be a massive move. So doesn't mean it couldn't come back down here lower, but as of right now, it is still currently bullish. Let me remove the drawings again, right? It is still currently bullish. The trending dots are moving up, right? There was this breakout, shorter term, more aggressive breakout back here, right? Started to make its move, buy signal, still bullish on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Still bearish on the weekly chart, right? So it did close back above the trending dots, and it is still currently bearish on the weekly chart. And again, in even higher probability, if you're looking at the weekly chart, right? Probably going to draw it out something like this. And then that would be your higher probability of a higher move. But if you go back to this is a low, right? A macro low. This is going to be a possible higher low, right? And then this was a pivot point here, and this was a higher high. So from this pivot here and here, this is a low, this is a higher high, and then this could be a higher low, right? So the next possible bigger move, that's gonna be the one, right? So it's still bearish on the weekly chart. This was a nice move up on the daily chart. A lot of consolidation, even more consolidation. So the next move could be the next move, right? That's Rivian. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. We're at 1:06. So we're trying to go a little bit faster. Appreciate you. Awesome. Appreciate that. Let's see. I joined. Cool. Yup. What else? ITC. Oh, near. Oh, nope. Sorry. Adam. So we're at Adam. Let's go back to Adam. I know I have it on here, but I'm just going to pull it up here. Adam, crypto. I know I have it. There it is. All right, let's just do that. So still bullish on the weekly chart. Daily chart is bullish, right? Daily chart is bullish. Talked about it. Obviously covered it on previous live streams or in the Discord or whatever. Wherever it was. This is the breakout back here, right? Moved up, came up just short of this target, retraced all the way back down, higher low back here, talked about it, and then the next, breakout here, and then came up and hit all these targets, right? Talked about it. This target was hit. So we changed that on Adam. This target was hit today. Wow. What a move that was. So nice breakout. Buy signal back here at $6.70 on Adam, aka Cosmos. Hit target 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit another target up there, right? Got a big longer term target up there. Got the 200-week moving average up here at $13. It's currently bullish on the daily chart. It was looking like it was losing momentum on the relative strength index. You got bearish divergence. It can remain that way. Could put in additional bearish divergence. The weekly chart is still currently bullish, and the daily chart is still currently bullish. Probably trying to still push this trade as much as you can. I wouldn't be getting in now if I were you, but this is not financial advice. You are not me. It's up 17% today. It was up even higher today. So from yesterday's candle close, it was up almost 26%. Is currently bullish on the daily chart. But is it losing steam, right? So relative strength, if it closes back below this close here at 71, anything below that, it could be bearish divergence. So just keep that in mind. And price and relative strength could remain diverged. So hope that helps. Let me know. Gold, you got it. Gold. We'll pick a spot. We've been covering this, right? And so we had this trend line drawn out a long time ago. And this candle was looking very bearish. It got very wicky up here at the top. And it was a reverse candle, right? There was a reverse candle. We talked about it. Hey, it's back into the trailing dots. Is it going to find support, just above the trend line? Is it? And then boom, closed back below it. And closed back below this two thoughts where was it gonna come back down, find support at this horizontal and this upward trend line and bounce? It didn't. Or is it and then it closed back below this horizontal trend line and this upward trend line and the trailing dots, and then we had a sell signal, right? So Will it come back for a retracement from this big move down from this bottom here? It's possible. As of right now, it is bearish on the daily chart. It is. Let's take a look on the weekly chart. Even a reverse candle on the weekly chart, right? And could be even long-term bearish divergence, right? It's possible there's long-term bearish divergence. So is it going to put in another higher low? Remember, this was a big squeeze, right? Especially with trading on futures where there's leverage, and the Forex, there's a ton of leverage. Some folks are using 100x, 30x leverage, right? I've never done the 100, but I've done 30x multiple times on my day trades for Forex. So anyways, back here, we're talking about it's getting oversold, found support of the 200-week moving average, and then short squeezed up, put in a higher low, short squeeze up again, all the way up to 2148. Reverse candle is selling off, still bearish on the daily chart. And there's a reverse candle on the daily chart and the weekly chart. So pay attention to that. It's in correction mode right now. So if hope that helps. Let me know if you got any follow-up questions. Did you check near? Yep, we did check near, and we did take a look at it over there. Near has bearish divergence, still currently bullish above the trading dots, but that's an ugly wicked candle there. So let me know. ITC. All right, ITC. What about ITC? Microsoft looks heavy. Yep. Thank you for checking Apple. Babster, you got it. You got it. Mike, you got it. Nako, we could do that. Emilio, ITC. All right, let's do ITC. Let's do all. ITC, all. I'm gonna skip ITC and let me know which one you're looking at, which chart you're looking at. Ollie, let me know if you're still here. Let me know the exact, ticker symbol and all that stuff. Let me know what you're looking at. Microsoft, Apple, yeah. So I just don't want to chart something for no reason, right? So is it stock? Is it ETF, crypto, indices? Let's see, crypto. Possible. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta let me know which one, because I don't want to go through all that. But Microsoft looks heavy. Let's take a look at Microsoft. I know we covered it briefly over there, but just want to kind of see what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, it does have bearish divergence, right? There's bearish divergence. Even the indicators picking it up on these settings. RSI sell signal back here on the RSI sell signal, and a daily close back below the trending dots, right? The trending dots have flipped red, and they're still closing below it. So is it going to find support here at the first target? Possible, right? It's possible. MACD had a bearish crossover as well. But you know my thoughts on that one. So it's kind of a wait and see. It's possible to find support, but if not, then it could put in like a lower high or challenge these highs over here at 383. So I think that's about it. We're at about hour 15 minutes. Woo! We went hard in the paint. Thanks everyone. Thanks for smashing that like button. Thank you for smashing the subscribe button. I appreciate all of you, all of your continued support. And I made $1 something over on the videos. I am monetized on YouTube. Wow, what a time to be alive. Making $1.30. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. But that's okay. I think we're helping people, right? You guys definitely help me. Helps me stay sharp on my trading and all that stuff. So we're going to continue to move forward. 2024, I have plans to continue to do the live streams. We're going to at least do 2024. I'm committed to 2024, right? And then we'll see about 2025, right? So if we're in the next bull run, I'm definitely going to be doing 2024, right? And possibly 2025. So gather up as much as you can, 2024, possibly 2025. I don't have any commitments after that. So we'll see. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes, see how I'm feeling. I don't like to plan 5-10 years in advance. We're going to take it level by level, step by step. but I'm definitely committed mentally right now to 2024. We'll find out. Help me, help you, help me. Smash the like, smash subscribe. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you.